Top of the morning to all you wonderful coaches out there. A hearty and healthy hello. Dermot here, the Celtic coach. Also known somewhere in the universe as Dermot Butterly. All right. Wanted to send you out a video here for the week on this beautiful Monday morning. Now, I have a lot of clients. Excuse me. That's what you get for talking too much, Dermot. Should I leave that in? What the hell? Maybe I'll get a laugh out of it. I was going to edit it and just, but hey, we're a professional show here, so I can be professional and leave that in there. All right. I have a lot of clients, students, clients, people that I'm training on how to build their business. And one of the things that they come to me all the time is, Dermot, how do I talk about coaching? How do I tell people how great my coaching is? How do I let people know what I'm doing in the world? And now for years, I did the exact same thing. I would meet someone at a party and I would say, oh yes, coaching, it changes your life and it's wonderful and it can do this for you and you can get your dreams and your visions and we can get goals together and we can take a project and complete it and it's wonderful. There's lots of things you can do with coaching. And that seemed to scare people. Like a lot of people seem to be scared by that. And it never seemed to work. Like I was in that moment trying to sell the coaching, the concept of the coaching, and it never seemed to work. Today's video for the week, here's your experiment. Here's your mission for the week if you choose to accept it. Sell the experience of coaching, not the concept. Now, coming up in July, we're going to have the Erickson Facebook business page, and I'm going to talk a lot more about business building. Every aspect of business building, from short-term contracts to long-term contracts to what do you do, how to enroll people or invite people to have a conversation. What do you do in that first conversation? What do you do after that conversation? And maybe you have a second one. What do you do in that second one? How do you close the deal? How do you show leadership in the deal? How do I get a company interested in hiring me as a coach? So we're going to talk about a lot of different things. But for today, your mission for this week, and I'll be sending out these videos every Monday morning, is to start to look at the areas of your business, your coaching practice, where you're trying to sell the concept of coaching and not the experience. Now, let me give you an example. So I met a lady, I was camping one time, and we struck up a conversation. We started talking, and she was telling me about she wanted to create this little business for herself, but she was stuck in a 9-to-5 job, but she really loved to do it. Now, and she asked me, what do you do? And I said, I help people to do exactly that. So when people tell me, I'd love to build a business, I say, I help people do that. When people say to me, I have a lot of stress in my life and I'd love to be able to have less, I said, I help people with that. So sometimes I say a life coach, and sometimes I just tailor it to the conversation, because a life coach means so many different things for so many people. And she said to me, how do you do that? And I said, by having powerful, meaningful conversations. And, you could tell she was a little interested, but also a little kind of, okay, is this guy now going to try and sell me something, right? Because we're so oversold in the world, we're so oversold. Like, you go to the gas station now, and they have televisions at the gas station. When you go to public toilets, they have a television in there. It's like, I didn't come here to watch TV. So we're oversold. We're constantly being sold stuff. What will they think of next? I don't know. Probably toilet roll with the TV on it. You roll it and it's an actual TV, and you can either watch it or use it. Oh, okay, Dermot. Get your head back together. So I said to her, I have conversations with people. I help them to get clear about what they really want. I help them to see it, and then I help them to create it, to live it, to be it, to do it, to have it, to experience it. And I said, I wouldn't do that with you in this moment because I'm a professional coach. But give me your number and let me grab my phone and let's schedule an hour for us to talk. And there's no hidden agenda. I'm not going to try and sell you anything. I'm simply going to be of service to you for an hour. And let's see if we can really help you to get some clarity. And then when I had that hour conversation with my client, I really got clear. I gave her an experience of coaching. I asked her, what else do you want to create? What else do you want to create? How do you want to create that? Let's talk about that. What else is it in your life that you don't have that you would like to have? And I sell the experience of coaching through coaching the client. Because I went to buy a truck there a couple of months ago. And I got in and the guy didn't ask me anything about the truck. He just said, yeah, drive it around the block. And told me all about his problems. And then I got out of the truck and he said, what do you think? You ready? And I said, no. Because I had gotten a small experience of the truck, but I didn't get a deep enough experience of that truck to say to myself, this is worth it for me. And so that's what you have to do with your clients. You've got to be able to help your clients see the value in what you're giving them. Now, clients come to me, students come to me who build a new business, say, oh, Dermot, I really want to coach this person, but they have no money. Should I coach a person that has no money? Coach, 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 coach. Here's the thing what I found. I used to think, oh, that person doesn't have any money, which I don't know if they do or not. And I say, but I'll coach them, And what I invariably found, and for myself too, my coach charges way over what I've ever paid for coaching. He's one of the best in the country. And I pay him 10 times what I charge 5 times what I charge myself. And that was a real stretch for me to pay him that money, for coaching. But I do it, and still today I do it, and I'll do it for the rest of my life. Because he gave me such a powerful experience of what's possible for my life that I said, wow, I want that. And I found the money. If your daughter broke her leg and you didn't have the money, you'd find the money. Like we find money when we need gas for the car or we need to pay the rent. We find the money. I mean, there was a point in my life 20 years ago when I had to borrow money for the rent, so I totally get it. So you want to sell the experience, invite the client, enroll the client into a possibility, invite the client to have a conversation with you about possibility, and then give them an experience of coaching. Ask them, what do you want to create in your life? What is it you don't have in your life that you'd love to have? What are some of the experiences in your life you've never had that you would love to have? What's missing in your life? Why don't you have that? What are some things you'd like to learn in your life? Just go through the logical levels. Who do you want to be? What types of projects, have you started, not finished, that you would love to create for yourself? What would make your heart sing? What would be an outrageously successful life for you? What would be an unreasonable successful life for you? What would that look like? Tell me about it. And then zip the lip and put the big elephant ears on and listen. And what else? And what else? This is what I do with my clients. It's not rocket science, coaches. People say, Dermot, how's your business doing so well? Because I invite people into conversations and then I listen. And I ask them 1 or 2 questions. Logical levels. What do you want to create? What do you want to have? What do you want to learn? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? What are all the things in your life that if you were to die a year from now, you'd regret not having them, not creating them, not experiencing them? Let's get that for you. You got to be Sherlock Holmes. You got to be more interested in what the client wants than the money. Robber's interested in the money. Sherlock Holmes, interested in the case. How can I solve this? How can I help this person get what they want? That's where the real coolness comes in. And just as I'm saying that, I hear the birds outside. We have a little box outside. I put a hole in it, and we have a bird in there. You can hear the bird with 4 eggs in there. It's a very exciting time at the house here. Okay, that's got nothing to do with coaching. However. All right. Below, I've put I think it's like a 35-minute MP3, a link to it, called Selling the Experience, Not the Concept. And it's a bigger conversation of what I'm giving you, because I want you to listen to that every day for this week. Look at the areas where you're telling people about your coaching, which doesn't sell. You can tell me all you want about a new truck and a whatever. I got to get in and drive it. I got to have the experience. So on your website, where are you selling the concept, not the experience? Where are you telling people about coaching on your LinkedIn, your Facebook, whatever social media you're using? Invite them into a conversation so they can have an experience. When they have an experience of what you're offering, they make up their mind in the conversation. This is valuable. I want this. They don't make it looking at Facebook or LinkedIn. All those things are helpful to get people curious. But the meat and potatoes of what you're doing as a coach and how you sell, create clients, is in the coaching conversation. Yeah. All right, everyone. I'm going to be sending these out every Monday. Now, if you don't want them, there's a button, I think, somewhere on the bottom there, just unsubscribe. It's all good. But stay in the conversation. If you really want to create a coaching practice, if you're interested, if you're curious, you got to stay in the game. That's one of the things I found with coaching. You got to stay in the game. Listen to videos, look at coaching sessions, all of that stuff. Come September 1st, I'm just about done, the art and science of coaching, the art and science of business building for coaches. It's going to be starting in Erickson, I think September. Don't email anyone yet. We're going to start in July with the Erickson Facebook page, and then once everything's put in place, September 1st, I believe, we're going to start the art and science of business building. I'll tell you more about that soon. Erickson is going to send out an email blast, so don't worry about that. But get your butt into the Erickson Facebook page starting, I think July 3rd is going to be the first one. But again, we'll be sending out an email. I'll let you guys know. Until the next time, have fun with your business. You know, my coach said, I asked him one time, I said, Steve, what's the thing that kills the business, and what's the thing that really creates coaching business? And he said, what kills it is taking yourself so seriously. And what creates it, a great successful coaching practice, is taking your business seriously. So there's things you got to learn. Coaching is one side. Business building is another. They're two separate entities. But listen to these videos and I'm going to show you how. Okay? Come to the business building course in July, the Facebook page, and then we'll show you how. All right. Until then, think big, have fun, stay curious. I'm the Celtic Coach, and that, my dear friends, is no blarney. Cheers, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.